Welcome to Qingdao No. International School of Shandong Province. In 2010, QISS moved to this campus located in the Laoshan district of Qingdao, nestled between the mountains that line Songling Road. QISS is accredited by the Western Association of Schools and Colleges and is licensed by the local Education Bureau. The teachers follow the U.S. Common Core curriculum standards and utilize inquiry-based and project-based learning to facilitate instruction at QISS. High school students have the opportunity to enroll in advanced placement AP courses and earn college credit upon graduation. With recent approval from the Board of Trustees, the QISS facilities will be getting a new look and upgrade in the coming years. Expect to see a new surface for our track and soccer field, along with lights to be put in. A new indoor-outdoor multi-purpose field will be built between the swimming pool and tennis court. This covered facility will include a chipping and putting area for golf enthusiasts. The school's mission includes the motto, "Developing Mindful Hearts." The core character traits, courage, sensitivity, compassion, intelligence, and vitality are promoted in daily classroom lessons and inquiry units, school clubs and activities, sports, and other major school events. The school is divided into two buildings. The lower school building houses pre-kindergarten to grade 5, while the upper school building includes grade 6 to grade 12. The enrollment at QISS ranges between 250 and 280 students. Current class sizes are between 12 and 17 students throughout all grade levels. The smaller class sizes provide students more opportunities for learning support from their teachers who are using this advantage to build stronger relationships with students to support them socially and emotionally. In the lower school, the students are supported by a certified, experienced classroom teacher and their bilingual instructional assistant. The two of them collaborate to provide a balanced educational program, meeting the potential different needs of all students in their classroom. A balanced literacy approach, which includes guided reading as well as readers and writing workshop models, are used for approximately 90 to 120 minutes daily. Students will be working in small groups and sometimes independently on their reading, writing, listening, and speaking skills related to the English language. While the instructional assistant supports the students working in varied small groups, the homeroom teacher is either working one-on-one with a student or a small group of equally level students supporting their growth in reading fluency and comprehension. Whole group instruction is utilized to introduce different topics in mathematics. However, the ongoing instruction and skill development will follow a similar approach with math workshops or small group stations while the teacher is working with different small groups to support them academically. Content from other subject areas such as science and social studies are integrated into the language arts and mathematics lessons. Students in both lower school and upper school that require additional language support are offered English language learner classes. However, all our teachers are trained and receive ongoing professional development on differentiating their instruction to meet the needs of all learners. QISS believes in teaching the whole child, thus providing opportunities to enrich their learning with classes in music, art, and physical education that are attended twice a week. Also, the students in lower school will attend their Chinese language classes every day. The Qiss Cafeteria is a place for the students to take a break from their academics, refuel, and socialize with their classmates in different grade levels. The students choose between set meals from a Chinese or Western cuisine. Students utilize a lunch ID card for payment, and bringing your own lunch is acceptable, no problem. Our theater seats approximately 400 plus people and is host to many events throughout the year. Now, let's move to the upper school. The students take 8 classes each semester from fully certified classroom teachers. We follow a block schedule, which means that students will have 4 classes of 80 minutes each on one day, with 4 different classes scheduled on the next day. Students will be enrolled in these 4 classes: English Language Arts, Mathematics, Science, and Social Studies. The remaining classes that students enroll in are considered electives. Options for electives include these courses: Physical Education, Art classes, Band, Choir, Model United Nations, World Languages such as Chinese, Spanish, or French, Instructional Technology courses such as Coding, Robotics, Student News, and Yearbook Design. Also, students will have other academic courses to choose from, like our Advanced Placement courses, Film and Literature, Forensics, and STEAM. The students in upper school have the opportunity to participate in competitive sports at QSS. In the middle school, those include soccer, basketball, and track and field. In the high school, the Sharks participate in the organization ACAMUS and compete against other international schools in China and Mongolia. Those varsity sports include volleyball, basketball, soccer, and track and field. QSS will typically host many matches and games as well as local tournaments throughout the year. We are proud of our graduates at QSS. They have risen to the challenge each year and made it into some of the top universities around the world. Most recently, our graduates have been accepted and attended these universities: New York University, Fordham University, Syracuse University, Wake Forest University, University of California, Los Angeles, Vanderbilt University, George Washington University, Washington University, and Stony Brook University. QSS remains a preferred school for many expat families, as well as a stable choice for families to send their children for an international education in Qingdao. Thank you for joining us on our tour of the QSS campus.
I've always been drawn towards inquiry-based instruction ever since I began as an elementary teacher or as a middle school teacher. And for me, what I have found as an educator is that it really allows you to tailor instruction to meet student needs. It's great because it allows students to get excited. You can create your unit of inquiry starting off with a unit hook, and it sort of just allows for natural curiosity to occur. There are so many other benefits of inquiry-based instruction because it allows for lots of discussion to take place, a lot of collaboration among students. Kids are able to share different ideas throughout the investigation process. So students are investigating, they're discovering, And the other big thing that I've always loved about inquiry-based instruction is that it's authentic learning. Anytime that you can create a type of educational environment where it's just what is happening in the classroom is authentic, I think that's where the best learning takes place. And of course, at the end, if you're designing your unit appropriately, at the end it allows for a good amount of student self-reflection and even self-reflection on the teacher's side. So a lot of opportunity for growth for students, a lot of personalization for instruction, and it's just a great way to approach student learning.
In our early childhood program, especially when the students get to pre-kindergarten and kindergarten, another goal that we really work on is their ability to read. And we do focus on the reading in English, and it's done in a way that is very phonics based. So in our pre-kindergarten class, the students are not just sitting there recognizing what letter a letter is by looking at the letter A. Really what they're looking at is trying to look at the letter A and recognize the sounds that they make. And so by working through the phonics in order to help the language development, this helps the students to really start off on the right foot, for them to develop a strong understanding of the English language, what sounds the letters make, so that they can eventually become confident with blending sounds and starting to work towards reading different words. So we are very focused on literacy as well, but literacy is not the only focus. We really want to focus on the social, emotional, and behavioral well-being and growth of the students, especially at such a young age. We really want the students, when they come to our school and they're working in pre-kindergarten and kindergarten, that's where they're developing a love of learning. That's where they're developing the time where they enjoy coming to school. They're excited to learn alongside their peers. They're excited to learn with their teachers. And each day that they wake up, we want them excited about coming to school in order to learn alongside of other people, to play, to be participants in projects, and to inquire about the world in which they live in. And that's ultimately our goal, is to help them to develop a love of learning and language at our school.